Looking for space. It's Tomlinson. Picks up the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Throws to the tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's open on the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Gain of 24. First down for the offense.
The Ducks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking to pass, it's Hayes. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Ducks! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Back to throw, it's Vic. Rushes on him, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Into the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
And he puts through the extra point. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Allen. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that one.
Got a little grass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. Running inside, it's Allen. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Singleton. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the run, it's Tomlinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Vick. Quick completion on the out route. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Missouri! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air on first down. He tries to take the top off. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got room on the return. Smashes through the tackle. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to thread the field position with the return. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead as we get a look at the stats.
Missouri, 14.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Vick. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Fires to the big fella. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
That pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Allen. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
The snap sets up the throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's down short of the line to gain. It'll bring up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Looking for the score. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
I love the awareness by the DB. Great job, man. It's in your own end zone. You see the ball, you break on it. I'm not trying to catch that thing. I'm trying to swat it down. Make sure I don't give up the touchdown. Nice awareness by the DB.
To throw, it's Hayes. He's got him this time. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get into your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Dropping back, it's Vick. Here's the pressure. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Marsh. At the 40, there he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here's the return from inside the 25. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. Looking for blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're...
Open field on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Plows through the defense. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Give to the fullback. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Throws for the tight end. Zips it out to his man. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. The give to the big fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the option. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a pass. Everybody's playing pass, but he has the ability to do that. And we've seen him do it today already. Just take off, make things happen. Now the QB over 100 on the day, and his legs, they're a problem.
Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Vick. He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's what makes makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to... found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The run inside. It's Allen. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run the option. Got a little space. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time,
here's a little room. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Fires left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They used a timeout here and the 2-minute stop. Coming. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Worked his way ahead for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not...